Okay. I'm back. I'm back for real. Hi. Hi there. Sorry, I'm watching Kep, but then he went to the bathroom. And I was like, oh. So I had to clean that up. So my initial 10-minute timer ended up being not quite enough time. Anyway, hi everybody. We're playing Metroid, and I'm super excited to actually experience this game. I'm gonna talk, we got quite a few alerts to read. And then also, I'll tell you a little bit about how the day went, because Kep went to the cardiologist, which is exciting because he hasn't went to that yet. That's like new. And then we're gonna do something special. I'm gonna play this game, but I'm also gonna go over some cool things.
Playing my game.
Hey, it's Golden VCR. Golden VCR is over here with bread juice. No? You mean beer? Is bread juice beer? Is this how beer works? I don't know what bread juice is. It's butter. Oh, it's juice for your bread. I was thinking, what happens when you put bread into a press? What liquid comes out? It's butter. It's butter. Welcome, Raiders. I'm playing Metroid for the first time. The NES version. Like the very, very first one. I guess technically not the very, very first one. The very, very first one was for the FDS. But then it came out on NES, so we're going to be playing the NES version today. Let's read some alerts. We got 42 months from Antihero Sora. Thank you. We've got 14 months from YR Random. Trying to see if I have something messed up. No, I don't. Yeah, chess is hold. Okay. There's new alerts, and they've never played before. So, Chaz is getting them ready. They're very cool. I was given a preview of them, and they're very cool. Let's see. We had 66 months from Jam. 300 bits from Mr. Viperfang. Did all these... I guess these ran while I was away dealing with things. Hey, here we go. This is a Samus for Mr. Viperfang. The suit is an overpower suit. The weapon is a Nova missile. And the miscellaneous is sunglasses. So, 1,000 bits with no message gets you a custom Samus with custom upgrades. Which is very, very cool. And they are, they're handcrafted? They're handcrafted. I believe these are from Thomas. I think Thomas has created some Samuses. Sami? Chaz says some are handcrafted and some are random. So it's a mix. You don't know what you're going to get. Neat. Mr. Viperbank, thank you. We got 47 months from G2Guan. 1,000 bits from J-Spoke says, congrats on hitting 200,000 subscribers on Steven Plays. Also glad you all are enjoying my memes of the Pounder vlog on Discord. Yeah, the Pounder vlog memes have been great. I've been enjoying them. And yeah, we hit 200,000 subscribers on Steven Plays today. Neat. Fun. here is 1,000 bits Samus for Jacebook. What is this? Jacebook's suit is a lasagna suit. The weapon is the cheese ray. Also outfitted with the Parmesan duster. I think this is for when Garfield finds Samus's armor. That's great. Jacebook, thank you. We get 18 months from Creatureman 2002. 260 bits from Glove Lady. Jacebook gifted a sub 2 Golden VCR. 23 months from The Telegraph Operator. 30 bits from Goldmajor says, Happy Passover. Did you know that pterosaurs, winged flying reptiles that were not dinosaurs but lived during the same general time span, were the first vertebrates known to truly fly? Reports of one named Ridley on another planet are unconfirmed, however. You meet Ridley. I think Ridley is in Metroid. We're gonna find him. Let's do a Samus for Slick Duke. What suit you got? Wetsuit. Okay. With a swordfish. This is the aquatic Samus. A fishbowl for collecting more fish. Yeah, Nina says, for Gothics? Stupendous. I just love Samus in a wetsuit holding a swordfish and using it as a weapon. That's very good. Slick Duke, thank you. We get 100 bits from Denge21. Appreciate it. And let's do a Samus for Maya. Hello. What you got? Your suit is the ghost suit. Your weapon is nice ball. Miscellaneous, the banjo boots. Boots made from actual banjos. Alternatively, boots made from Banjo the Bear's feet. Guh-huh? Sorry, the best part of that was nice ball. My hello, thank you. We get 300 bits from Aldo. Says, who would have thought that the Unity would make everything so pixelated? At least there aren't any Terramorphs in this universe. That we know of. Maybe we'll stumble upon something. We'll find out. We had 51 months from Jared Dillon. Jared, thank you. Let's do a Samus for Seemingly Jess. Your suit. Just overalls. Farmer Samus. The Rotolactor? And a milking stool? This is a farmer. Samus is here to milk the cows. And that's it. Also, sorry, Farmus is very good, Becca. Very good. I sincerely hope that one or more of these wind up as actual art that we can show. If you like doing art and you like the Metroid series, you like weird prompts, this is gonna be good. Seemingly Just, thank you.
I'm 16.
1600 bits from Little Light One says, good afternoon, Grandpa. Metroid question, which one is your favorite and why? Yeah, I've played very few of these games. Very few. Like, not enough to say I have a favorite. So I don't think I'm qualified to answer this question. The only Metroid game I've completed is Fusion. It's the only game I've ever finished. I got through probably further than half of Prime. But that's it. I've played all of Fusion and like half of Prime. That's it. So I guess Fusion? We got 36 months from Kuroriso Pachi. That is a 3. Congrats on the 3. And here's the Samus for Alan Gator. The suit. A sexy cardigan. The weapon. A date stamper. It is sexy librarian Samus. Samus, like Mario, has had many jobs. Alligator. Thank you. Reelord says, is this a Thomas one? More like, is this Thomas? It's just Thomas. Let's do a Samus for Lunagazer. 806. Let's see what we come up with. A vinyl suit. Oh! Exasperated visor. Oh my goodness. The pleasure beam. Senta Brett says, this is all just fan fiction. That's definitely Thomas. There's no way that that's not Thomas. A vinyl suit, a pleasure beam, an exasperated visor. Y'all remember the part in Super Metroid where you get the pleasure beam? Lunagazer, thank you. We had 300 bits and Bella Bunny with the Bella Bunny Blenda. More Chikorritas. I love that. And let's do a Samus for a little light one. Also, did you notice that the sound effects are from different Metroid games? Real Big Fish shirt. Trombone Blaster. Holy crap, this is Scamus. Checkered Vans. Boop, 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 boop. It's great. It's great. Also, I think it is a requirement if you're in a ska band that you do have to wear checkered Vans. If you don't, people are like, oh, that's not ska. I think that's like alternative rock? Not sure. Can't. Oh, they put the checkered Vans on. That must be ska. Little light one. Thank you. We had 4 months from Ann Dream 21. Thank you. Let's do a Samus for Agers 10. The suit. A dexterity suit. The weapon. An incredibly summoning cannon. And a sloppy grapple. I feel like the sloppy grapple goes with the pleasure beam. It's a Wednesday afternoon, but we're treating it like a Friday night. Agers. Thank you. We had 5 months from Emo Coco. We still have another 2 days. Let's do one for Bella Bunny. Your suit is gym shorts. Samus's weapon is the dodgeball cannon with 3 L's. And the supersonic whistle. Gym instructor Samus. Which I think is Jimus. Bella Bunny says, am I an 80s gym teacher? Yes. Correct. Dodgeball cannon would be scary. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a cannon. Can't get subs. Thank you, Bella. And thank you, Sidonian Cade. 10 gift subs. Appreciate it. Where'd those go? That went to Lake Effect Gaming, Red and White Stone, The Toxic Avenger 666, Charlie Neo, Harpy Player Joe, Midnight Gamer 490, King Kuron, Animonics, MRed 507, Osipiva, and Yabear1. Sidonian, thank you. Appreciate it. We also had 48-month resub from Snowfox. That's a 4. Congratulations on 4. A subscription from Rio the Mountain Hermit. Welcome to you. And 7 months from Manila Bean. Thanks, everybody. So this is going to be episodic because we're going to be bringing this to Steven Plays. So when we're on cam, alerts will be on, and when we're on our other gameplay, alerts will be off. But before we get into the game, I wanted to tell you quick about Kep's cardiologist appointment. So you are up to date on that. Kep went to the cardiologist today. He had an echo, he had a radiograph, he had updated x-rays, and the cardiologist was like, his heart looks really good. She's like, you know, it hasn't really changed a whole lot from last time. She's like, we have the hospital x-rays and the hospital information. She's like, and Kep was definitely in rough shape. Like, he had a bunch of fluids and everything. She's like, but now, she's like, seems to be doing, you know, pretty good. I'm like, cool. That's good. They had to sedate him in order to get x-rays, and that's always like a little nerve-wracking, but he's okay. And they said the plan going forward, they said he's definitely still having a little trouble breathing with like his efforts, so they want to increase his diuretic. So that's going to get increased. And they also want him on 2 additional medicines. They're giving him a blood thinner, and she was like, he probably doesn't need it because the heart looks good enough to not need it. She's like, but like in the off chance that something changes, she's like, it is fine. And then there's another medicine, and I don't remember what that one's called, but it's something to help with heart failure stuff. So that all went pretty well, honestly. You know, I have to continue to be realistic. Things can change, right? And then the other thing is that everything that we're dealing with right now is all related to the heart and not related to the triaditis, which we are just kind of crossing our fingers about. That being said, it's about as good as I could have hoped for today. He is on a lot of pills. He's on a lot of pills because he's already getting 5 pills a day, and this is adding. I mean, it's 2 more pills, but I don't know if he gets these twice a day or not, because we don't have the pills yet. Those are getting called in. So he's either going from 5 to 7 or 5 to 9 pills, and that's a lot of pills. But I'm also in the process of getting some of the pills changed to be smaller and to be compounded. So he will be able to more freely take them, as opposed to me, like, give them to him. And then some of them can be combined, too. Like, you can put them in a gel capsule and give him multiple pills at once. So we're doing the best things we can for him, and then on top of that, I'm trying to find ways to make all of that process, like, easier. So, but yeah, today was a pretty good appointment. Brad asks, has he been back to his normal self or close? Yeah, today is a bad example because he is drugged out of his mind. Like, he is super drugged, and he's going to be drugged for a few more hours. Between episodes, I'll be checking on him. He was laying here, which was convenient, but then he was like, I'm going to go that way. I think he went into Mal's office because she's got a little bed set up for him that's in the sun. So I'll be checking on him between episodes unless I can get him to come back in here. But he's mostly been himself. Like, there are times where he's more lethargic, sure. And there's definitely times where, like, I can tell his breathing is a little more labored. But as far as, like, his personality, he's largely himself. He's never lost his appetite, which is very good. So, like, it's one of those things that this isn't something Kep can, like, get better from, and it's important to remember that. But as far as managing it, at least the heart stuff, like, looks pretty good right now, so we're keeping our fingers crossed. Yeah. Anyway, that's the update. It's a good update. It's like, I didn't know what we were going to hear when we went to the cardiologist, so it's very good. We also had 44 months from Lugia6. Thank you. Appreciate it. Can y'all place where some of these fanfares are from? Some of them are a little difficult to place. This is for Toy Guy 32. You get a bulletproof apron and a big old rolling pin and thermal oven mitts. Kitchen Samus. Honestly, a Samus wearing oven mitts holding a rolling pin is kind of frightening. Like, I wouldn't want to see that running towards me. That would be very frightening. Toy Guy, thank you. Okay, let me go see where he went, because I need to check on him. Mal's not here. Mal had a doctor's appointment. She'll be back probably pretty soon, but she had a doctor's appointment, so she had to go to that like a little bit ago. Let me go see where he's at. I'm pretty sure he went to her office. Yep, I was right. Mal made him she has a big Tupperware container in there, and she put a bunch of his blankets on it, including, and this is a fun little thing, when we first adopted Kepler and Sagan, they sent us home with these blankets. They're like tiger striped blankets, and we still have them. Like, after all these years, we still have those blankets. So, like, that's one of the blankets that's on the bed. And that's where he went. The sun comes in there, and that way he doesn't have to go all the way down to the sunroom. So I went in and looked, and he's laying on that Tupperware container on top of all these blankets, and he's looking up at me, and I'm like, I had a feeling that's where you went. He's very cute. Okay, so we're playing Metroid. I am excited to play Metroid because I've never played Metroid past, probably 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I've played very, very little of Metroid. But, I've played Fusion, so I'm familiar with how the Metroid series works. Mostly. I'm trying to think of the other thing. Oh, the other thing is that before we get started on the Steven Plays part of this, I'm going to be doing something a little fun for me. We're going to go over some of the Metroid history, just a little bit, and then also I have the manual. That's scary. Jesus. I have the manual from the NES version, and it has the story in it, because in the old days, they didn't have a lot of room on the cart to put the story in it. So we have the story, and I think that'll be fun. That'll be just in the VOD, but I'll let people know on Steven Plays that's in the VOD. We do have an art, though. So, what is this art? Let me take a look at this. I've seen that one. Jacebook, there's been a lot of people actually making these different memes of the post pounding. You have no idea how hard it is to hold myself back from getting in on that. I have way too many things to do, but I've been seeing them in the Discord, and they're so funny. And I've just been I want to make one, but I really should not make one right now. I have other things to do. I just want to meme. I'll keep it in the back of my mind. We have 61 months from Wildfire. Thank you, Wildfire. And 500 bits from Arceus says, so since you're playing Metroid, when are we going to see crowd control randomizer Metroid? I have not beaten Metroid yet, so let's make sure that I can even get through this game. I know that Metroid is notoriously difficult, the first one, and especially given like some modern game design quality of life changes, it's hard. But also, like, I grew up with an NES, so I think I'll be okay. Honestly, I feel this is true for a lot of things. With the NES, I feel like the trick is really to, like, take your time. Like, you have to take your time and be careful. If you take your time and be careful with most NES games, you will be okay. You can't just, like, rush through them, because then you get killed. Oh, and the other thing is, I know folks are asking about maps. I am aware that the whole thing with Metroid is that there's no map, so you kind of have to, like, make your own map. I considered doing that, and I'll probably try to mental map it a little bit. But I also own this. This is the first player's guide that NOA made. Well, NOA and NOJ, but on the back it says NOA. This is the very first player's guide Nintendo ever made. And it has... Joshy D says, I had that book growing up. It's a great book. It had... I think it advertises, like, 90 games. It goes into detail for, like, I don't know, 20 of them. But it has other things in there. It's a very cool book. Actually, in the back of the book are stickers, which this book still has the stickers in the back of the book. They were never used. So there's like Metroid stickers and Mario stickers back here. It's very cool. And there's one with Link when he still had the shield with the cross on it. It's very, very neat. Anyway, yeah, this has like all the maps for Metroid in it. So I'm gonna try not to like use this too much. But if I get lost, I'm probably gonna start using this. So it also explains like all the characters and stuff. So it's kind of exciting. I could make my own map, but it's so much extra effort when trying to do like a live stream and do like a show that especially it's going to come out on Steven Plays, that I'm like, I just really want to experience like the game. Yeah. I'm going to give myself a pass on this one. But also, hey, maybe I can remember things. You don't know. Maybe this will be different. Maybe I'll know exactly where to go, which I definitely won't, because I've looked briefly at the map of the game and I'm like, oh, it's like hard. Anyway, all right. So I wanted to talk quickly about Metroid before we get into the actual like gameplay of it. So I know that some people don't know this because I had mentioned it earlier, and I saw at least a few people that were like, "What is FDS?" So the FDS, and Joshy D is here. I know he knows about FDS. The Famicom Disk System is we can call it a console. It's a console. It's an add-on to the Famicom that we never got here in America, and Metroid was originally released for that in 1986. So it came out first as a disk system game. So this is the cover art for the Famicom Disk System version of Metroid. And then after it came out for the Disk System, only then was it released for the NES. And the Disk System is a little different than the Famicom and the NES in that it has like some different hardware and like the sounds are different, like the audio has different qualities. This is the box art for Metroid when it came out in the States, which is pretty different than the Famicom Disk System. right? It's kind of wild. And then Metroid was out for, I have the carts. Metroid was out for, this came out in 86 or 87 on the NES. And then it wasn't until Metroid 2 launched for the Game Boy, which was like in the early 90s. So the Game Boy was what, 89, and I think this came out in 91. When Metroid 2 Return of Samus came out, it was a big deal for the Game Boy. And I never had it, and I was unaware of like how important it was. It was apparently a very, very big deal. And when they released that game, they decided to use that opportunity to update the cover art of the original Metroid to try and get more people to play the original Metroid on their NESs. So they released a new version of Metroid that they called the Classic Series. And that's the exact same art that was on Metroid 2. So they just took that art and they slapped it onto the NES version, and they're like, all right, let's re-release it. And you see on the front, it says like, the original. They're trying to get people to buy it. I also have that one. I've never played Metroid, but I do have a lot of video games. And I have the yellow variant of Metroid as well. And the yellow variant's the one that I have the instruction manual for, too. So the instruction manuals are different. I don't have the original instruction manual, but I have the yellow one. And if we open up the instruction manual, it'll tell us the story of Metroid. And we're going to like go over it because there's only so much that the game itself will tell us. Chaz might have images for these, so he might be able to put this on screen. We'll see. We also had 66 months from Dark Overlord. Thank you. All right, so very, very cool. So on page 3, the Metroid story. In the year 2000 of the history of the cosmos, representatives from the many different planets in the galaxy established a congress called the Galactic Federation, and an age of prosperity began. A successful exchange of cultures and civilization resulted, and thousands of interstellar spaceships ferried back and forth between planets. But space pirates also appeared to attack the spaceships. Oh, Chaz, got it. The Federation Bureau created the Galactic Federation Police, but the pirates' attacks were powerful, and it was not easy to catch them in the vastness of space. The Federation Bureau and the Federation Police called together warriors known for their great courage and sent them to do battle with the pirates. These great warriors were called Space Hunters. They received large rewards when they captured pirates and made their living as space bounty hunters. It is now year 20XD5 of the history of the cosmos, and something terrible has happened. Space pirates have attacked a deep space research spaceship and seized a capsule containing an unknown life form that had just been discovered on planet SR388. This life form is in a state of suspended animation, but can be reactivated and will multiply when exposed to beta rays for 24 hours. It is suspected that the entire civilization of planet SR388 was destroyed by some unknown person or thing, and there is a strong possibility that the life form just discovered was the cause of the planet's destruction. To carelessly let it multiply would be extremely dangerous. The Federation researchers had named it Metroid, and were bringing it back to Earth, when it was stolen by the space pirates. If Metroid is multiplied by the space pirates and then used as a weapon, the entire galactic civilization will be destroyed. After a desperate search, the Federation police have at last found the pirates' headquarters, the fortunate planet Zebes, and launched a general attack. But the pirates' resistance is strong, and the police have been unable to take the planet. Meanwhile, in a room hidden deep within the center of the fortress, the preparations for multiplying the Metroid are progressing steadily. As a last resort, the Federation police have decided on this strategy: to send a space hunter to penetrate the center of the fortress and destroy the mother brain. The space hunter chosen for this mission is Samus Aran. He is the greatest of all the space hunters and has successfully completed numerous missions that everybody thought were absolutely impossible. He is a cyborg. His entire body has been surgically strengthened with robotics, giving him superpowers. Even the space pirates fear his spacesuit, which can absorb any enemy's power. But his true form is shrouded in mystery. The planet Zebes is a natural fortress. Its sides are covered with a special kind of stone, and its interior is a complicated maze. On top of that, the pirates have planted devices and booby traps in the maze, and the pirates' eerie followers lie in wait around every corner. Samus has now succeeded in penetrating Zebes, but time is running out. Will he be able to destroy the Metroid and save the galaxy? Neat. Samus is a woman. But in the 80s, it was kind of assumed that the hero would be a dude. So it was a very big reveal, you know, and I think you have to beat it in like a certain amount of time, right, to even see that ending. So it was a very big secret that Samus is actually not a man. But even in the manual, they're like telling you that, like, Samus, he's great. Wow, Samus. So it's long been spoiled for everyone, but I'm just really curious what it would be like to have played the game when it came out, got good enough to do it quick enough to see that ending, how that would have felt. I imagine that it would have been pretty wild. Like, that would have been such a big deal at the time. Anyway, so the rest of the manual it just goes over a few things. It has some really cool illustrations. Like, there's some really interesting illustrations in here. It has a very, like, basic map of Zebes, which is very cool, and it kind of just shows, like, in like big blocks, like, okay, so this is like the first area, and then this is Brinstar, and then this is Norfair. It's not detailed at all, but it's neat that it goes into that. And then it kind of gives you some general advice, and also goes over some of the power-ups you can look for, and some of the enemies, and like what the enemies are called. Yeah. Anyway, that's the story of Metroid. And of course I have the player's guide also. Yeah, there's the map. Yeah, it's that's what they show you in the manual. Now obviously in the player's guide it's like a fairly detailed map. And it's so funny because, like, games were so simple and short back then that they could put multiple games in one book. But, like, this is the map in the player's guide. Like, it shows you where to go, and obviously it shows you where all of the power-ups are. So we'll see what happens. If I have to use the guide, I'll use the guide, but for now I'm going to sit it off to the side. Yeah. Judabrox is better than Starfield's map. It is easier to be better than something that's non-existent. Let's do a Samus 4 Marty Griff 1980. Hoodie suit. Okay. A lazy missile. Also, hoodie suit is a brownie radar. I imagine that the lazy missile, like, comes out and kind of sputters and then just gives up. Like, Samus is walking around in a hoodie looking for brownies. Samus with the munchies. Excellent. Marty Griff, thank you. We also had 53 months from Munchkin Macadamia. Appreciate it. Samus's day off. Samus 4 Gerbobbly. Yeah, some of the suits are not optimal for fighting a space pirate army. I don't know, the Hawaiian shirt suit? With a fishing net? And a rental snorkel? I think Samus is ready. I think Samus is ready to make this happen. God bless you, Samus. Thank you, Gerbobbly. Okay. Alright. We're going to get started. And these, like I said before, these are going to be episodic because they're going to go up onto Steam Plays. So we'll be doing about 25 minutes, taking breaks, coming back to this screen for alerts. Originally, I had told Chaz, I was like, Chaz, I want to go over all of this exposition and story stuff for the Stephen Plays episode. And he was like, no. He's like, the Stephen Plays audience is going to, they just want to see gameplay. People on YouTube, they want to see gameplay. He's like, save it for the VOD and tell them about it. And I was like, okay. Okay. I do really enjoy the casual nature of streaming. That is very nice. So you guys get the, which honestly is the coolest part. It's the coolest part. IMO. Okay. I also designed a completely new layout. It's NES themed. I thought that would be fun. I've kind of wanted to do something based on like systems for a long time, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to do, so I whipped this up last night. Yeah, I hope you like it. Graphic design is my passion. Alright. Let's... I was like, where's my controller? Did you know you can't charge this with a cable? It has... I'm playing on the Switch, and you have to have it locked onto the side. It can only charge when it's touching the system. That's certainly something. Alright. I'm going to start this. This is a note for Dan, too. I'm going to start this by reading what story they give you on this screen. Emergency order. Defeat the Metroid of the planet Zebeth and destroy the Mother Brain, the mechanical life vein, from the Galaxy Federal Police. The Galaxy! Hi, everyone. It's me, Stephen George. I've never played Metroid, so today I'm playing Metroid. I wanted to let folks know that I read the story out of the manual and everything, but you have to go over to the VOD channel to watch that. I'm just here for gameplay. We're starting. I am playing this on the Switch. It's much more convenient, but I do have the NES controller. Okay. So my history with the Metroid series, so people are aware of like where I'm coming at this from. I've played the entirety of Fusion, and I've played about half of Prime, and that's it. Oh god. Is this Morph Ball? But they don't tell you what it is. Okay. I've probably played the original Metroid for like 2 to 5 minutes. And that's it. So, let me get some bearings here. So we have Screw Attack. Well, maybe that's not Screw Attack. Maybe that's just the jumpy. If you jump first, you don't do the spin. But if you're moving, you do the spin. Oh, you can't shoot low. Okay. And your beam doesn't go very far. You can shoot up, you can shoot left, there's no diagonals, and you can't crouch and shoot. Cool. You also only start with, what was it, 30 energy? So you have to, I guess you have to like build back up. It doesn't look like my energy's capped at 30. Which is good. So I guess I have to build back up to 100? Neat. The other thing is that the original Metroid doesn't have a map. Like, when you pause the game, nothing happens. You don't get to see a map of any sort. But if I get stuck, I do have the player's guide from 1980-something. Real quick, some of you want the game audio higher. I can do that. Let me do it now. Do 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 do. Let's make it this. All right, are you ready? I increased it by 3.5 decibels. Unpause. So I can't shoot that guy there. And I can't break any blocks yet. So, like, I'm again, like, I'm pretty familiar with Metroid because of Fusion. And then Prime is like a different beast. Those guys got away. I'm really incentivized to kill the enemies because otherwise I don't know how I'm going to get my energy back up. Like, that's actually kind of smart. The game design stuff is really interesting. Like, at the beginning of the game, we climbed a hill to get to Morph Ball, but then you can't jump out because it's too high, so you have to Morph Ball out. So they're, like, teaching you without saying anything. And starting you with 30 energy is kind of an interesting idea because it forces... Oh, shoot. I got him. Because it forces you to fight. Because if you don't fight, you're not going to get your energy back up. You can't kill these guys. I remember that from Fusion. They might be in Prime? I don't know. So we can't go down. Oh. As long as I'm careful, I think I'll be fine. Oh, that one's darker. I was having a conversation with chat before gameplay started about the fact that with a lot of NES games, it feels like as long as you're careful, as long as you take your time, you'll be okay. So that's often my philosophy, is not to hurry too much, and you'll live longer. I need to get this guy. Please give energy. I'm so low. I'm getting there. 67. Come here, little man. All of these things have names. They're in the player's guide. Oh, we're getting there. 77. I think the surprising thing to a lot of people is that I haven't played Super Metroid. I've played... At the very beginning of Super Metroid, there's like an escape sequence. I've played that, and then I have no recollection of like anything past that. Give me your health. If you have it. Sometimes they don't have it. This is honestly very good. Like, if you think about the year that this was released, like, this is pretty good for 86. There's a lot of different, like, elements happening, too, from a mechanic standpoint. And there's a story, even if you have to read the manual to get it. Do you have health? Give it to me. Alright, I'm up to 87 now. I've reached a door, so I'm gonna go into the door. I'm gonna go into the other door? Probably? Oh, shoot! No, I'm not. I'm a fall. My assumption is that if they take me from one door to another door, they may be trying to lead me through the doors, so I'm going to go into this door. Oh god, what is this? That thing is bouncing all around, and also... due to some limitations of the system, disappears before it's even, like, completely off screen. Oh, shoot. Bad. Those guys are not fun. I lost quite a bit of energy to that. I need to be careful. Oh god, there's more. Can I kill some of you, maybe? You're very difficult to kill. But if you gave me energy back... Oh, you didn't! Oh, Alright, well then let's... Oh god, let's maybe focus on avoiding... As I get to the other side of this room. I made it! I lost a lot of energy in the process. Oh god! Oh, Jesus. Oh god! These things are rough. There's another one. Let's keep moving. Oh, we're getting... Oh, an energy tank! Okay, that's good. Does that also refill our health, or just give us the extra? It refills it! Okay, cool. Alright, well then it's fine. Our first power-up. I am fan of energy tank. Energy tank good. Is this thing coming back? Only when I scroll far enough to make it come back. I guess I don't need to kill it, I have full health. Man, I really don't like those things. Oh, crap. Okay. Oh god, it's another tunnel. So there's 3 big shafts. I mean, I didn't misspeak. There are 3 shafts. So I need to try and keep that in mind. I am currently in shaft number 3. I guess let's go this way. This is different. Different music. This thing really wants to hurt me. I can kill it. Got it. Get behind me, Satan! Oh, that one's worse, maybe. Oh, don't get small. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Alright, you guys need to die. That one's just skittering along the ground! Alright. Oh, that one is not letting up. Alright, this is how you kill them. They just take a lot of hits. But I got some energy back. Oh, shoot. Okay, so that's a missile door. Okay. Do you have any health? No. Cool! We found our first missile door. I presume that's a missile door. Neat. Ow. He hid in the grass. Okay, so we need missiles. Yeah, there's a lot of music in the Metroid series, and it's from the first one. Okay, so we can't go this way. All right. We probably need like the ice beam or something to go that way. Does this go down? No. Okay, so we're done in the 3rd shaft. Cool. Oh, God. Oh, that can be destroyed. Oh, interesting. And then they... Oh, God. And then they reform. So I need to... Wow! That guy, so many hits. It's bad to have a vendetta. Like, you probably should not have a vendetta. Because there's a part of me that just is, like, mad. I'm like, I want to kill him. But that's... Maybe don't do that, actually. Because you'll die. It's all a big trick. Oh, shoot. Am I literally stuck? I had the morph ball out. Oh, please, God. It wouldn't let me walk. I had managed to lodge myself. I can rewind. I managed to lodge myself under where I could not walk left and right. And I was sitting there thinking, how do I get out of this? Because I was trying to jump. And then once I did morph ball, then I could move. Cool. Death number 1. Neat. I'm really curious where this password will take us. I'm not sure. I'm not opposed to using the rewind feature to just like get back to like a normal spot, or better yet, making like save states at places that we feel would be appropriate to like save the game. Oh, Nita says you don't need the password unless you reset. Okay, that's good. So where does this put me then? So this puts me at the beginning. Okay, so we're back at the start, which is it's almost convenient. Okay, so we still have our energy tank, but we have to refill our health. All right. That's good to know. And I'm gonna play it out because this takes me closer to where I wanted to go. But in the future, I'll probably try and make save states at certain spots, since the game doesn't have like save rooms. Yeah, the extra tank not being full that's rough. But it's okay. The lava's real bad. Like, don't fall into lava. You can take that advice like in real life too. 55. Follow this little guy. That section reminds me of like oh God. The section reminds me of Mario Brothers 1, 2. When you have to be small and run under the platforms. Alright, so I can't go down here. And when I already know I should not go to... I shouldn't go to third shaft. Third shaft bad. Wait, this is first shaft. I gotta remember, there's 3 shafts. This is shaft 1. So I could go up from shaft 1 and see what's up here. Got that health. Careful. I really want to recollect some health, because getting the energy tank is great because it refills your health. That's very good. Please give health. Oh. Let me kill you, actually, because if you have anything, it should be mine. Yeah. It belongs to me now. Put your life inside of me. Alright, 72. And I think I'm getting close to where that door was. Okay. Don't run into that, man. Oh, I can shoot you from here. Trying to not do jump bad. Okay, so this is where I went into shaft 2. So what's up here? Because this is a way that we haven't been yet. Missiles is good. Can we get a missile? Survey says maybe. I can kill this guy here. So I will stand here and kill him. Oh, God. Oh, not that guy. Alright, I'm getting better at the maneuvering. Hell yeah! You were killed! Alright, 92, please don't respawn an enemy. Good. Oh, God. Okay. So I'm starting to wonder if these rooms are missile rooms? Maybe these are just... Oh, God. Maybe these are just missile rooms. And that's... When I see this room, I need to be like, ah, missiles. I filled up one tank. So that's good. Okay, I'm getting better at killing the green ones. Do you have anything for me, buddy? You don't. That guy got trapped. Okay, so that definitely sucks. We still don't have missiles. But we now know that in Shaft 1 and in Shaft 3 are missile doors. They're the first doors you come to, so we're not going to forget where they are. Probably. Please be deceased. This still goes higher. Okay. We're going into another door. This doesn't have the music, so maybe this is going to be better for us. Can't kill you on the ground. Not being able to kill him on the ground is just something. All right, these are easier enemies, so maybe this is where we're supposed to go. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh no, that's it. Okay. Oh no, they keep coming. No, I need to probably morph ball down. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Keep moving. Keep moving. Oh, God. Yeah, I need to... That's a lot of enemies on screen at once. It's a missile door! Oh, piss! Why? We cannot find missiles! Where? Ow! Okay. Ah. I need to be careful, but yeah, farming health here is good. Die. I probably have to get that to make more. Yeah. So I can get my health back here. That's helpful. Don't know how I avoided that. Okay, don't lose more health than you're gaining. Give. Shoot. Let's just do the one. Let's not scroll far enough to let the other one spawn. Let's get shot in the face. This is... Getting the... How do I... What's the easiest way... There we go. This is like a beautiful dance. There we go. There we... Okay. Oh wait, but if I'm there, he's gonna go that way. Please give health. Alright, we're alive. Not, like, super alive, but it counts as being alive. Ouch. So these things are for farming health. I'm already envisioning Dan editing this and being like, we're gonna cut ahead to where this part's done and you have some health back. And you know what? It's probably the right call, Dan. Give me your health. Nearly there. Starting to feel good about my life again. Well, almost. Dang it. Progress is stalling. Alright, let's dodge the first one that comes out, maybe. And then shoot them. That'll probably go better for me. There we go. Okay. A dry spell on life. Jesus. Am I too close? Did the game say I've had enough? Am I being cut off at the bar? I think that's it. The game has cut me off. Okay, fine. Let's head back through the Deathlands. I wonder if this room is done spawning health. I wonder if that's it. I don't know exactly how that works. Okay. I'm back into the shaft. Back to the shaft. Alright, so this is definitely, like, why I have the player's guide, because I really thought we would have a missile by now. Like, and, we don't. Which is kind of surprising. Where is missile? Where does one obtain a missile? I'm gonna look in the tome real quick. I have to make sense of the map first. Okay, so that all right, so that goes there, and then okay, all right, okay, I got it. I now know what to do. The trick is shaft 2. Sometimes you need to go to the bottom of the shaft. The second shaft. That's where missiles are. They're at the bottom of the second shaft. Metroid, interesting. To run into, like, what was it, 3 missile doors without missiles? I was like, okay. I think what it wanted me to do, which I didn't do, is it wanted me to explore the first shaft fully, and then go to the second shaft and explore that fully, and then I would have run into missiles. Instead, as it gave me doors, I kept moving, and that was not what it wanted me to do. It wanted me to just, like, to see the whole thing. That's it for our first episode of Metroid. I'm alive. 1 death. I now know where to get missiles, so that's what I'm gonna do. Next time I'm gonna go get missiles, and then we can start going into these doors, which seems important. See you next time for more Steven Plays Metroid for the first time. Whew! I can just let it sit here, I guess, because it's not gonna hurt anything. Man. It's true that one of the things I had heard is like, man, it's very hard to know what to do. And I guess the thing that's so surprising is I would have assumed they would have pushed missiles on me a little earlier, or in a more obvious place. And I can see the game's point of view of like, no, you just, when you get to the second shaft, you go to the bottom. And I'm like, okay. Sure. Sure. Okay. We had 8 months from Necrocade. Necro, thank you. Give me about 15 seconds to go check on Kep. I think he's still in there sleeping on the thing. So I'm going to go look at him. Make sure he's doing okay. I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain that he didn't move, like at all. Like he's lounged up with his tail in one spot and he's just like looking, and I'm pretty sure he did not move since I was last been in there. Like not. It's not like he rolled over and no, he just like frozen in time. The big drugs. Okay. Do a little stretchy. I'm going to beat this video game. I may die a few times, but I'm going to beat this video game. And he says, is he breathing? He is. That is something I have had to learn to check for. And yes, he is. He is. He's alert. He's awake. He's just kind of like. I'm like, oh, you're a statue. Little statue. RadioJet says, what's the criteria for the secret ending? No game overs. No, it's time-based. I don't know how fast. There was. I saw Chaz say something about how there was never a chance of us doing it, and that's true. Never a shot. Not from the first time I've ever played it. So if you're expecting to see like Samus in bikini or whatever, like nope. Not in this playthrough. 2 hours? Oh god. 4. Okay. Still, it's gonna take me longer than that. We got 300 bits from Thunderstriker. Says, excited to see this because you're kind of the reason I go into this series. During the GBA Extra Life, a lot of people were suggesting Fusion. It never got played, but I decided to start it while watching. I've now played almost all the 2D Metroid games. Glad to see it finally come full circle with you playing the series. Oh, that's cool. Also, GBA Extra Life was a long time ago. But that's neat. I'm glad to be responsible in any way, shape, or form for folks playing good video games. Whether that's because we showed it off personally or because you heard it. I like that. Alright. Back to the video game. Did mine just... Hey. Hey. Thanks. It's like, why is it so dark? My display dimmed because there wasn't enough motion. It's like, I need to see what's going on. Alright. Hi everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of Steven Plays Metroid for the very first time. On the first episode, we got an energy tank. On this episode, having consulted the Holy Tome, I will be acquiring the missiles. I already know not to go this way. I know I have to go down. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's nothing even up there. That worked. That's... Ow. Okay. Second shaft. Alright. Shaft 2. And we need to go to the bottom to get missiles. Alright. God, I hope this is the bottom. Again, like the enemies, there are enemies that are harder than others. And like those enemies, these little swoopers are easier. So my assumption is that when you see them, you're in like an earlier spot in the game where it wants you to... Of course, these guys are here too, so God, who knows? Maybe not. Can I have a little more health? Oh, shoot. Don't lose health in the act of trying to gain health. We want to get health, not lose health. And don't forget Morph Ball. If you ever need to get small, that's when you Morph Ball. They're done. That's all the health I get. Alright, bye. Another guy. There it is! Five missiles, baby! Okay, first off, cool. Oh, I can't collect more than 5. I don't know why I went back for that. I lost so much health just going backwards for a second. I was like, what if I went backwards for just like a brief moment in time? It's like, well, do you want to pay for your sins? I was like, I must have managed to avoid all those guys. Thank you for missiles. I would rather have health. Okay, so now I'm in a completely new area. This is elevator. I probably don't want to elevator. That is my gut instinct, is like, I don't think I want an elevator, man. I probably, want to explore stuff. But now I know... Now I know where elevator is. Elevator is at the bottom of the second shaft. Elevator means that the area is changing. And that... I gotta get out of here. The game's like, what if we spawn like 6 enemies? So the game is lagging. It's trying to do so much. I have got to get better at maneuvering, or I am gonna be in trouble. Nope. I was like, wait. God! In the act of trying to get health, I lose health. That's not good. Oh shoot. This is definitely a very much a get good situation. And you gotta get good quick. But also I would not mind having another energy tank. Dang that. Okay, they say they can go below 1 tile large. Oh my god. I thought he was gonna swoop the other way. So, okay, that guy gave me 20 health. That's more than 5. Because some guys give me 5. Some guys give me more than 5. So, even though the big guys are a little scary and a pain in the butt, it is nice to get 20 health. Instead of just a 5. There's nothing else down here. Okay. I'm assuming... Well, no, it's not an assumption. I saw an area that would have used it. There are Morph Ball bombs. That's probably going to be the next big frontier, because I bet you that's how I open some secret stuff. Also, I'm safer in the shafts. Like, I get more health back from this section than I do another section. No, careful. There we go. So, I know that there was a missile door in the first shaft, so that's what I'm gonna go do. Because I'm pretty sure that's the only other door in the first shaft? Which, big if true. If that's the only other door, then I would be done with the shaft entirely. And sometimes you're just done with the shaft. So I'm gonna come up here to where I believe I was. I believe I was here. This looks familiar. This was a missile door. I'm gonna kill this guy and hopefully get 20 health back. Please give me health. Hell yeah. Okay. Hell yeah! All right, we're getting there. When there, this guy. When there are, you know, 6 enemies on screen at once, that's bad. There we go. But if you can do 1 enemy at a time, you can get your health back. Excuse me, sir. All right, so I'm assuming it's select. Yeah. Cool. It's an ability! What is it? Oh, it's the long... Oh, shoot! God. It's a long beam. And also this is a tube. What is the purpose of tube? Okay, I can't go back. Oh wait, I can. It's an open door. Okay. Well, that tube being there is a place I'm going to have to do a morph ball bomb. So now I need to remember that that's there. Oh god, you. And now I need to get more missiles because I'm going to have to open another door. The game is very giving of its missiles. Now I don't want to fight 2 of you at once. I don't want to do that. That's not a thing that I am interested in doing. Thank you for all the missiles. I'd rather have some health. Being able to shoot them all the way on the ceiling, though, that's good. That's the stuff. Ha-ha! Sucker! Alright, we're finally getting somewhere. We're finally getting somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna consult the tome. This is the only thing in here. We're done with Shaft 1. There's no reason to do Shaft 1 ever again, I think. Probably. Which means that we can go back to... Ow. We can go back to this door. This leads us into Shaft 2. Alright. In Shaft 2... We were here before. We saw a missile door, but that was in Shaft 3? That was in Shaft 3. I guess I'll just go back to Shaft 3. Wait, no, Shaft 3's got this whole... Okay, hold on, wait. I have to go through that entire mess. Let's go up. Let's see if there's something up from here, because going through that mess is a mess. And that would be help. Oh, I forgot. There is one section of the player's guide. It says, obtain items in this order. And I wasn't really looking at it. But maybe I should. The first one is round ball, or morph ball, you get at the very beginning. Second is missiles, which we did not get missiles next. But we have them now. Third is the long beam, which we finally have. The fourth is the energy tank, which is presumably the one that I picked up. Yes, that's the one I picked up. Already got that. The fifth thing it says to obtain is bombs. Okay. And bombs, I'm super curious. Oh, bombs is the first door I was trying to get in. Okay, let's go do that. That does require going across the long area to get to Shaft 3. There's a lot of backtracking. If I would have checked the thing of, like, do this in order, then I would have gotten these things in order. But I didn't. Oh my god, these things are... You can probably kill them now with your bullets. Good. I bet they give you a lot of health if you can manage to kill the stupid things. maybe. Oh, God. But they also disappear, which is its own difficulty. Alright, I give up. See you later, alligator. So the very first missile door we tried to enter was in Shaft 3. That's where bombs are. Oh, God. 20 health. Okay. This guy's kind of trapped, which means he's going to give me his 20 health. Yeah! Alright, I'm feeling better. I was getting... things were a little difficult for a while there. Oh, shoot. But it's getting better. Thankfully. Alright, onward. You wanna give me your health? That little dodge. Oh, Jesus. Shoot him. That guy only gave me 10. I'm nearly back to full health, though. So I'm feeling way better. Here is where we got the energy tank. The first thing we got. Cool. Just take a quick dip. That was a quick dip. I only lost 2 health doing that. God, there's certainly been some worse predicaments than that already. Excellent. For the first time in a while, we are back at full health. Whew. Man. Jump, 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 jump. This is it. This is the door. This is the very first missile door that we came to. Please go this way. You don't have to die, but you're just in the way. Woo! Little man. Alright. We're through! Bombs. Oh, and these guys are in here too. So now we can bomb. Excellent. And you can, to an extent, use that to, like... You can do, like, bomb jumps, right? Or is that another thing you... Oh, God. Okay, I need to kill this guy. There we go. Can you do bomb jumps in this game? No, I don't think so. Because you can't place a... Oh, no, you can place a bomb in the air. It seems hard. But yeah, okay, you can do it. Neat! Bomb? Bomb? Why is this tube here, if not for bombing? This is not for bombing. I really thought that it was like, we're gonna bomb this, and then we'll be able to proceed. But no, that's not what this tube is for. Okay. Cool. Neat! It's fine. The important thing is that we have bombs. Now I'm at the point where actually, I need missiles again. God, the long beam makes this so much more palatable. And that guy's never coming back. Okay. Excuse me. So the question I have now is, we're in third shaft. We know we can't go any higher, because that was where we are going to need Ice Beam. I remember that. I think. That's the thing I remember. Yeah, I can't go any higher without Ice Beam. So we're not going that way. I guess we can elevator. Let's see what the guide says. Let's see what the Holy Tome says. Holy Tome says that after you obtain the energy tank and bombs, you then want to get the ice beam. Okay. Sure. And it looks like... Actually, it looks like if I just head back, that I'm going to see a spot where it will make sense to use bombs. That's what it looks like to me. Neat. And, like, that's good game design. The idea of, like, okay, well, now I have this thing, and now when I head back, it's going to make sense to use it. Is this the... Is this where I need to be? Yes. I was like, am I at the bottom? I'm at the bottom. It's a little early. Whoop. So we're gonna make our way... God, there are so many enemies. Ow. We're gonna make our way back. And then we should get to a part that makes sense. Jerk. God, what a jerk. What if I turn you into soup? Ow. Oh, God. Oh, he will have the last laugh. Neat. That was about how much health I had going into that encounter. Nothing changed. Alright, is it here? No? Can I blow these up? No, because then I would be in lava. That's insane. It must be the next area. The map is not, like, tell you where to go. It's just a map. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, that makes sense. But it might not. In which case I'll go, oh no. Yeah, I was definitely thinking it was one of these rooms. These rooms have lava. Huh. Acid. It's acid. Huh. Well. Okay. All right. This section of the map does not have any obvious way to get to it. But it does say the next thing I should get is the ice beam. Okay, well... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, here's a better... Oh, here's a better map. No, wait, no, it's not. It's the same map. It is a slightly more detailed map, but it's the same thing. Yeah, it does not... it does not show how to get to the ice beam. It shows vaguely where it is, but it's like under the lava area. So it must not be there. It must connect to something different, but it doesn't show that. Can this guy get to me? I just looked up and I was like, can he do it? Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna wander around and... Jerk. Bombs must get me there somehow. They must. But I'm not exactly sure where that is, because the guide's actually not clear at all. So instead, I'm just going to look at things that I haven't done yet. And so one thing I haven't done, and I don't know that I don't know actually if I can do it, but I'm going to try, is, it looks like if I go up the second shaft, there's something up there, and maybe that will take me to a thing? Let's do that. Right in the lava. I'll get some more health back at some point. Whoop. Jerk, give me your health. Or not, or don't do it, actually. Gotta get back to the second shaft. Okay. Second shaft is here. So I'm gonna go to the top of the second shaft, because that is a place I haven't been. And assuming that it's something I can get into, which I don't think anything's blocked off at this point, because I'm pretty sure it's just missiles? Although I don't have any missiles, so if it needs missiles, that's gonna be bad. Can I have missiles? I mean, maybe... I think these enemies... Did they just not give me missiles? Perhaps. Not sure what I expected there. I don't think I can grab that. Also, it's gone. Tiny jump. Alright, this is where I was trying to get to. This is a new area. Okay. So this is a place I haven't been yet. That is experiencing extreme slowdown. But also has... They're pretty easy to dodge. And I could possibly get some supplies. Beep. Missed that guy. Oh, it's these friends again. Love that. Ah, here we go. This is where I needed to be. I like how it doesn't matter if I have the guide or not. Oh, shoot. There's a man coming. It doesn't matter if I have the guide or not. Like, I still have to explore. Okay. So these... I'm seeing some stuff that's bombable. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Get me out of here. Nope, nope, no. I need to get back up onto that high path. Come on. Come on. Oh, this is not working like I want it to work. There we go. Okay, back to full health. I'm going somewhere. Don't know exactly where I'm going, but I'm going there. I'm gaming. More of this crap. No, thank you. Oh my god. I'm gonna take the hint and just run this direction. There is 5 missiles in case I need missiles. It's missiles! We now have extra missiles. Okay. Is this a secret? Okay. I bet I maybe need the ice beam? Because this little guy is here, so my suspicion is that I probably have to freeze him when he's here. I bet that's it. Never mind, I can just jump. Sometimes you can just jump. Where's the next thing? This is obtuse. I'm rolling, baby. It's an energy it's an energy tank. Woo! I've landed in the water. Please, my body. This guy is going to have to be murdered. I don't think I can jump over there until he has experienced the cold embrace of death. There we go! Oh, Lord. Okay, well... The good news! Ow! The good news! This guy will give me 20 health if I can murder him. Oh, now there's floor gremlin! Tag yourself. I'm floor gremlin. I can hold 10 of these, which is good. Can you give me a health? There we go. That's better. Where are we? This isn't third shaft. Because this is a new shaft. We found a new shaft. Oh god, no. We've been the legendary fourth shaft, when 3 aren't enough. So there's shaft 1, that's blue shaft. Then we've got 2 yellow shafts. Then, if you go, you can find this one. Alright, let's stop there. That's it for episode 2 of Steven Plays Metroid for the first time. Things are better. Things are better. Episode 1 was a little rough. Episode 2... This may not be as helpful as I thought it would be, because it's like, the ice beam's over here, and I'm like, but it doesn't connect to anything. It's like, I don't know. This is graphic design from, like, 1987. Yeah, I don't know about that. But we did get some new stuff. We have 2 additional energy tanks. We can hold 10 missiles, and we have the long beam, which is easily the best thing that we've gotten so far. So, yeah, we're making our way. We'll get there. See you next time for more Steven Plays Metroid. Alright. This is a good save state. I should save state every episode. That's what I should do. Create suspend point. Alright. Hi. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. The missiles we got... The missiles we got and the energy tank we got are numbers 7 and 8. This number 6 thing is the ice beam. It wants us to get the ice beam before the things we got, and I'm still not sure how. I'm still not sure how. Chaz also has... There's really only one way you can get there. You're looking at the same thing I'm looking at? Because, like, those sections bomb the floor of the lava bridge room? That's what I thought. But that would drop you into lava. Unless it's not real lava. Oh, God. Oh, Christ. Oh, my God. Anyway. Chess says, yeah, I saw that in the map. This is the third shaft. We're at the top of the third shaft. Hey, but you know what, though? We're getting most of the items in this area, so we're doing it, and everything we get, the game gets easier. We're finding our way. We had 36 months from K Crinion. That's a 3. Congrats on the 3. 22 months from Hero Chaos Chow. 9 months from Just Light Dark. Saley says, just like I'm totally beating Metroid Prime. If you don't have that beaten by the time I want to play it, I'm taking it. We We got 300 bits from Mathman. Says, good vibes to share. I just found out that I passed the last of my classes and I'm graduating with a degree in computational math. It took longer than I hoped, but it's done. Awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's very, very good. Also, sorry, your username is Mathman. It's perfect! We had 300 bits from Marty Griff. Says 206-885 play might help. It's like, do they put that on here? I'm really curious if the hotline is in this. And I don't know if it is. I haven't looked through the entire book, but that would be very funny if they're like, hey, if you just get stuck, just pay us. We'll tell you. I don't see anything about it. All right. There's no way the hotline is still connected. Probably. Cephazon says, what map text are you relying on for the game? Oh, the official source. The official Nintendo Player's Guide. From 1980 whatever. Cephazon says, I'm so sorry. Okay. It's a decent map. It's a decent map. The ice beam was not extremely clear, although I understand what Chaz is saying. Like, there's only one possible way to get there, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. It only connects to two different things, so it has to be those rooms. What if you made your own? Nah. Also, I wouldn't find stuff. There'd be so much stuff I'd be missing. And it's okay to play through Metroid and miss stuff. But I want to have some juice so I stay alive. I want to be alive for a bit. We had a subscription from Raven Mad Hatter. Welcome. And 36 months from PK Gaming Omega. Congrats on the 3. I can't get enough of that Stay Alive juice. Speaking of Stay Alive juice, I'm going to take a slightly longer break. I'm going to check on Kep. I'm going to use the restroom, and I'm going to bring in some water. I think I need some Stay Alive juice. I was prescribed water, so I'm trying to keep that in my system. Cool. I'll mute, but there's no one else in the house. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Mal's home. So that's good. Boy's doing good. He still has not moved. At all. Tail in the exact same place. Head in the exact same place. Paws in the exact same place. Just... And I went in and, you know, I petted his head and he, you know, he did like respond. He was like, I was like, it's okay, buddy. So many drugs. Like, there's been times where he's had drugs before and he'll come home, he'll just stare at the wall for like 4 hours. I mean, just like completely comatose. So it gets better. And I have to push some of his meds back because like I can't give him a pill right now. Like, he's not cognizant enough to like swallow a pill. He needs to be eating and drinking before he can have a pill. That's fine, but he's gotta wait a little bit. Yeah, he's gonna be 12 in May. He's getting close to his 12th birthday. Alright. Okay, I can pretty easily get back to that area. Neat. Although... I was gonna say I could go back because there's another item, but if it requires the ice beam, which it might? I don't know if it does or not. If it requires the ice beam, I'm in trouble. Huh. Chaz, you have this map. When you're looking at the 9th item... Oh, you know what? It definitely requires the ice beam. There's no platforms in this room. So I bet it's... Yeah, that's ice. Chaz says it doesn't. Yeah, but look to the right. The room above that, where you have to get into, there's no platforms in there. So I'm like, I bet you need ice. I'm gonna have to go get the ice beam. Which, I mean, I always, you know, shrug, I don't play games. Alright. We gotta get that ice beam, man. That's what we gotta get. Was Chaz wrong? Has this ever happened before? Chaz isn't wrong. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Chaz isn't incorrect. Chaz just doesn't know. It's the game that's wrong. Okay. Back to video game. Hey. Wake up. There we go. It doesn't dim on your side, but it dims on my side. And I'm like, ah. Okay, shoot. Yeah, let's do this. Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of Steven Plays Metroid for the first time. This isn't a 4th shaft, it's the 3rd shaft. We're in the 3rd shaft. Again, we're just at the top of the 3rd shaft. So, fun. We need to get the ice beam, and after reviewing the map again, there's something that we're missing, and we have to find it. So we're going back again to try and find this thing, even with the player's guide, struggling to locate exactly where this is. But don't worry, we will find it. We are dedicated to the act of discovery. Or as much as we can be. Alright. Here's this thing, and then this guy. Yep, I was ready for you this time, butthole. screwed me up so badly the last time. Okay. So, I would say my gut instinct, but that insinuates that, like, I knew about this. I have a map. It's either in here... It's either here or, like, another... Or the other one. Feels like... There it is. Son of a gun. It's not It's not lava! Also, what? That's very hidden. For something that you need? That is wild. That is very wild. Like, I'm trying to put myself into the perspective of, like, not having this map. We would be on episode 8, and I'd still be like, I have no idea. How do you... That's a lot, man. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So, the enemy submerging into the lava is supposed to be your hint that something's not right. I did not, pick up on the hint. I want this. Ow. Charge. 20? Yeah. I have 10 missiles. Why does your mom let you have 10 missiles? Okay. This is... the ice beam. Ooh, new sound effect. Can I get in there? No. I guess my question is just, why tube? Interesting. You can hold down the button, and you do a multi-shot. Okay, now we can freeze things. We love that for me. The best ability in the game... That guy exploded. The best ability in the game would be to crouch. That would be the best thing. For sure. Huh. So the interesting thing is there's clearly something to the left of the room that we were in. But, like, I don't know how to get there, but also I don't think it matters. So we're gonna just not... We're not gonna worry about that. These guys are platforms now? Hell yeah! So the question is, how long are they platforms? And the answer is, I don't know. Maybe forever? How did it open? I don't think I go back this way. I think this is not the way I'm supposed to go back. Never mind. Well, this feels incorrect. Yeah, I'm having trouble making this jump. Huh. Alright, this is not the way we go. Is there anything further down? No. Oh god. Okay. Then there's something. That we are missing something. I don't know what we're missing, but we're missing something. Oh shoot, the ice beam good. Ice beam freeze. Ice beam like duh, but like ice beam freeze. Oh, okay, cool. So we've already been in there. Is this anything? Nope. Are you telling me there was something to tube? Cause like I was already in here. Is there something like early? But right? No, don't hit me over there. It's gotta be tube. We roll through the tube. Nothing happens. I put down some bombs to see if anything happens. But we don't tube. You got more ice beam. Oh God. I can do this. We're fine. Alright. Also, shout out to Dan, who has to make the decisions about when to cut. And there are going to be many times. I'm gonna pause the stopwatch while I gotta figure this out. Like, there's clearly something to the left. Can I do anything with this? No. I have become ball. Okay. Am I overthinking this? Do I just... Here's the thing I don't understand. There is a room to the left, but the player's guide indicates that there is no, like, items there. So... if I can't leave from this way, you leave the way you came in? But how? I was trying to do the jump, and it did not do. Oh, God. All right. Do it better. Whew. Yes, sir. Please be dead. Please be a dead. Or don't. It's fine. So the block, oh God, the block is, this is wild. No way. No way. Okay, this guy needs to be dead. Bomb jump. Oh, shoot. This is gonna be hard. Like... I'm not exactly sure why I can't always leave a bomb in the air. This is... First off, it's wild I can't jump out. I find that bizarre. But it's not... I can't jump out. Like, even with the spin jump, I can't jump out. So I guess it's true. I have to actually do this. Put a bomb, stand up, bomb blows up, you jump. Oh, I don't have to be a bomb. Hold on. Let me try this then. Okay. Okay. Please put bomb in air. Oh, I think I might be able to jump off of... Alright, let me try this. This is remarkably hard, to the point where I'm like, it feels incorrect because it's so difficult. And the other thing that's very odd is that I can't seem to place bombs where I want them. Ah, Trepbot says respawn enemy in Ice Beam. That's true. If the enemy was here to stand on, you could get out very easy. That's it. That's what we're missing. Because trying to do it the other way is very difficult. Chad says, place the bomb, stand up immediately, the bomb will propel you up and at the apex of the propulsion jump. Okay, so I've got two things to try here. But if I cannot kill this enemy... Oh, this enemy's just not here! Alright, so I have to do it this way. Okay. Let's open the ceiling again. Wait. Be propelled, then jump. Once you know what to do, it's not bad. Wow. Wow, okay. Wow. That's wild, man. So you can actually get some pretty big heights then. Jerk. I knew I was gonna run into... I'm like, I think I timed this badly. I did. Drop bomb. That's how you jump higher. Wild, man. I'm learning. It ain't always fast, and it ain't always pretty. But there are some secret tips. Secret tips. So here's the other thing I'm curious about, then. This must also have a secret, then. Yep. To be honest, I don't really want to go down here. I'm gonna save state. But because the player's guide kind of indicates that there's nothing here. Wow. That is wild. That is wild. So, okay, I'm trying to figure out how you would do this. If I wanted to legit get back up to the top. Oh, those come back quick. Okay. I was gonna say I need that guy alive, but he doesn't really get frozen. Oh god! This really does feel like a trap. There's no part of me that believes that you can't get out of this. But am I going to do it? No. Let's load. We love that for me. We love enjoying 1986 games with slightly modern flair. Okay. So now, we have actually almost gotten everything in this area. And that's neat. Good job to us. The only thing we're missing it looks like, is one more thing at the top, which is a place we've already been, but at the time we were not trying to get it because we were focused on just exploring and figuring out what was going on. But there is something else up here, so we're gonna go find out what it is. Can I have an energy? Nope. Okay, bye. Alright, so we're back in this area. I'm gonna try and mostly avoid these guys. Oh god. Oh my god, are you kidding me? We're getting there. Alright, so this last thing is where? Oh, this map is, like, bad. It's coming, oh, ow. It's coming up, ow. It's, oh, shoot. Not this again. Or I'll just go past you, I guess. That's also an option. So there is something... Oh, it's past this room. Okay. Where are you exactly? Are you in here? You might be in here. Yep. Yep. Okay. Alright. Secret stuff everywhere, man. Oh! There's also a hole. What is up with hole? Does this go somewhere? No. None of this is solid. This is where it drops. Am I supposed to... Am I supposed to do another bomb jump? I'm getting the timing off on this. Oh, this is hard. It may also not be this. Please do jump. Okay, let me start by making sure I can do this. Oh, that's not going to give me enough height. Okay. This is where I need to be? Yeah, this is where I need to be. The player's guide has something to say about this. After you have made holes in the ceiling and chased Waver into the corner at point 12, go upstairs and freeze Waver so you can use him as a stair. Oh. Oh. This little guy needs to be up here with me because he... Oh god. Oh my god. Please go up there. I may have to, like, re-enter the room. Okay, we're gonna re-enter the room. It is actually very wild how obtuse some of this is. It's something. Like, figuring this out is a lot. I need you to get up there, and you don't want to do it, and unfortunately you have to. Oh, you did not do it. It's hard to imagine that this is the correct thing to do, and yet it seems to think that. Man. Jesus! Come on, man! I guess I should have frozen him? Okay, and then... Okay, so he lives there now. And when I free him, I'm worried he's gonna fall back down. We're gonna try this again. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Is it 2 rooms in order to respawn? This really... Okay, here's the thing. This really doesn't feel correct, right? Because it feels insane. That being said, there's an entire section devoted to this. After you have made holes in the ceiling and chased Waver into the corner at point 12, and in point 12 it says, pay attention to the ceiling to where you can make holes. When you make a hole, go up by using new ways in a good time, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, this is literally what it says to do. This is literally correct. This is what the official Nintendo Player's Guide tells you to do. And I'm just like, okay, oh god. Let's give health. Health would be good. Oh yeah, this. I was like, wait, where are we? We're in a different place now. But not a place that doesn't have health. What was this? Yeah, okay. Oh god. Keep pushing forward. Get some health along the way if the game will be kind. Okay. Alright. I have to go to the bathroom. Like, I have to go to the bathroom. So that's... We're going to take an unintentional break. I will be back in a few minutes. We should be safe here. Chaz is saying it's an early skip strat. Normal strat is to wait until you have the high boots. Oh my god. Official Nintendo Player's Guide. What are you doing? Let me mute this. Incredible. I'll be right back.
Hi. How's everyone? Metroid. Secret mouse stream. Creatures inventory. I don't know anything about Metroid. I've played all of, like, I don't know, 20 minutes of one or two of them. I don't know which ones. How was the doctor? Doctor was good. I had my allergy test today. Renee, that's okay. I've been watching for 2 hours and I don't know anything either. I know it's the NES one, but that is literally all I know. Results win? I already know. He skipped grass and cat because I already knew those. And he's like, yeah, you're good there. So he tested all the environmental stuff and Peanut. Peanut came back negative, and in talking to him, he's like, it's not an allergy, but if you're having problems, don't eat it. It's like, okay. Cool. And that was it for food. He did otherwise all other stuff. When was the last time I knowingly had peanuts? That's a good question. I don't know. So there's a lot of Indian food in Raleigh, and I did not know that a lot of sauces are peanut-based. And I was eating Indian food here in Raleigh, and I was having, like, side effects, and I was like, huh. And then I found out, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. He's like, just don't. And I'm like, okay. Someone asked about latex. I did ask about latex, and he said that, based on what I had to say, he's like, you're definitely allergic to latex, and it is definitely severe. And he's like, the only thing we can do, he's like, he would do a blood test to verify. He's like, but I don't need to do that because it sounds like you're positive. And he said, and I can give you an EpiPen. He's like, when's the last time you had a reaction to latex? And I was like, years? And he's like, it sounds like you're really good at avoiding it. And I was like, I am. And he's like, you can have an EpiPen if you want. He's like, but they expire and you, he's like, I don't know, you avoid it pretty good. He's like, if you change your mind, let me know. So I didn't get one because I figured it would go and get expired and then I would like pay for it for nothing because I've been really good at about avoiding latex. I'm sure EpiPens are expensive too, Brad says. I believe they are, and I don't know how much my insurance covers it. So, but I found out I was allergic to some molds, because it was like a variety of molds. Some weeds like ragweed and English something. I left the paper downstairs. If a dentist forgets 8 times to use non-latex gloves, then I'm making them call 911 for me and they will take care of it. English plantain. Thank you, Moose. Yes, that came back positive. What else? Cat. I mean, he didn't test cat and grass because he knew that was positive from the blood test I did with my general care practitioner. No trees. Dog came back negative, which was a surprise to me. So they pricked all of my forearms on both sides, and they did that, and they were like, all right, these ones, and they're like, now we want to do more special, but like more. So then I had a third one. And like, I had laid my arms out, and she was doing all the stuff, and then I started to get nauseous right about on the second arm. And she finished up, and I was like, I need to lay down. So then I laid down. And she came and checked on me a few times, and then when the time was up, she looked at them to see which one was inflamed and angry. And then they did 7 more, and 2 of those were mold, and those ones came back positive. And then that, I asked if I could lay down for that one, and she was like, yes. She's like, are you gonna vomit or faint? And I was like, no, I know I will be okay. I just need to lay down. I said, the second I lay down, I will be great. And I was. How does Kepi feel that you're allergic to him? I know I've been allergic to Kepi, Kepi's entire life. And I do better with Kepi because I'm with him every day in and out. But I feel like when I see other people's cats, it's a little worse. But I'm going to do allergy shots, so hopefully it gets better. So they're gonna like call me about it. Do I have to take meds for it every day? I've always been on meds for it every day. I've taken Flonase since middle school every day, and I take Allegra when things are bad. And I told him that like the last 2 years things have gotten worse where I've been taking Allegra, and before that I was not taking Allegra. Does fur length affect cat allergens? A lot can affect that. Like fur length, type of cat, there is some genetics at play there. They gave me a piece of paper about cat allergies as if I didn't know. And one of them was like, you know, gender and if your cat's been spayed or neutered can affect that. But I was surprised how little things I reacted to, honestly. My mom is allergic to a lot of trees and no trees. I had no tree, like, flare-ups. So, anyway, that was my day. And then I stopped at the best grocery store, Costco, and got dinner. I got some lettuce and Caesar salad dressing, and we have croutons, and I got a rotisserie chicken, and then I got sunscreen, because I realized the other day we are out of sunscreen. I bought some for Garden Stream, but I wanted, like, a lot of it, and I wanted stuff that was okay for the pool if I go swimming. So supper is going to be chicken Caesar salad. That's what I did. And right now, I was literally, like, when Steven messaged me, he's like, hey, go sit on stream. And I was, like, on a phone call, and the second I got off the phone call, I had that message from him. I was like, oh. But I was moving the patio furniture around because I spent all day Monday, cleaning the patio of all of the pollen dust, which is a tree pollen that I'm not allergic to. So that was fine. But yeah, it's that yellow stuff that coats everything down south. It was bad. How did Garden Stream go? Garden Stream went great. There was one little hiccup with connecting to the camera wirelessly, but it was a little one, and we were able to reconnect and it was fine. So yeah, I cleaned the whole patio. I had to let everything dry. So I was... because, like, I washed the rug off, and I washed all of the floorboards, and I just sprayed everything down and cleaned the patio covers, and then I took the patio covers off, and one of them had not been over the couch very well, and that was yellow, so then I had to wash all of the cushions. So now that everything's dry, I was able to kind of put it back in place. But I wasn't done, like, covering it, because then I got a phone call. I had to do the phone call. And I had another phone call while I was on that phone call. Ooh, I will have to call them back. So my hair tie is a hair tie Thomas gave me in Japan, and it has a charm on it, and I'm not used to it, so when I move, I feel the charm, and it keeps throwing me off, because I'm like, wait, what's that in my hair? But it's a sumo wrestler keychain, or not keychain, hair tie. You can kind of see it here. It's on my ponytail. Thomas was like, I got this from a gachapon for you, and I was like, thank you. I will treasure it, and I have. The quality of the hair tie itself is really nice, though. I think it was like 500 yen from a gachapon, and you can buy them on eBay for like $50 to $100, which is ridiculous, and I kind of wish I would have gotten some more while we were there. But I didn't have any 500 yen coins while we were there. So I just need to go back to Japan to buy hair ties. Like, you know, reason one, hair ties. So much hurt. I bought an illustrated Banzuke. Chaz says, makes sense, let's go. Alright, Chaz, let me know when flights are cheap again. But I bought an illustrated Banzuke, and I hung it up last night. Maybe I'll have Steven grab it. We're gonna do like impromptu tiny breakfast stream on a Wednesday afternoon. Reason 2, bike. There is a bike trip I want to take next time I go. But I don't want to do that in the summer. It's too hot. Speaking of bike, man, topics are just flowing really good. I had my bike sent in for a tune-up, and the guy came on Monday. And he gave me a really good price, and I was like, that sounds good, go ahead, take it. And, could you get my Bonzuke off the wall?
Oh, yeah.
Lift it up straight. It's on one nail. Anyway, he's like, yeah, I'll get to that, and I'll have it back to you by the end of the week. And I was like, great. And last night he sent me a photo of the derailleur. And, he's like, the jockey wheel's broken. I can order you a new one for $10, and it'll be 2 weeks. Or I have a used one, and you can have it for $2. And I was like, oh, I don't want to wait that long. Please just do the used one. Yes, I framed this. I bought this in Japan. Look at it. It's great. It's all of the Rikishi who were fighting when we were there for competing, and they even have their, like, fancy mawashis for the ones they wore for the ring entering ceremony. This is what I wanted. I was like, we're gonna go to sumo, and I want this very much. And they have their weights and heights. Hi, welcome back.
I was seated.
That's where I was sitting.
Well, you were sitting in the middle.
Oh, kinda. Anyway. There, that's that. Have you seen it?
I mean, yeah, I saw it in your room.
Okay.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. I was putting the patio back.
Oh!
And then I got a phone call from the vet that I need to probably call them back.
Oh, okay.
But I was on a different phone call, so. Alright.
Thanks for stopping in!
You're welcome. Oh, he made it halfway down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, then I was gonna go babysit him, but
He's... No. I haven't given him his pill because it was advised not to give him his pill until he's eating and drinking.
he's not eating and drinking yet.
He's comatose. He's just like...
Yeah, he sure is.
So... he's just gonna have to wait. Unfortunately. Okay. Hi. Hi, it's me. I'm back. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Hey. I don't know if this part was on the episode. I think I was walking off screen when this happened. So, we found out that actually, you're not really intended to get this to go this way right now. Because at some point in the game, you get high jump boots. And then you come back here and you can just jump up there. This is like an early skip. The interesting thing about this is that the player's guide tells you to do it this way. Like, there's no point in the player's guide it's like, hey, you need the high jump boots. No! It's like, you need to get this now. So guess what? I'm gonna get it now. I'm gonna get it now. Because I think I can. I feel... Oh god, that guy. I feel like I can do it. So I'm gonna believe in myself. Whew. That was close. I'm gonna believe in myself and attempt to make this happen. Where did I come from? Oh god, was I a ball? I may not be able to get back this way. I don't think I can get back this way. This was a invisible thing that I rolled through as a ball. And you can't become a ball in midair, so I'm pretty sure I can't go back this direction. Wait, I did it! It was only this high! Never mind. I think I'm developing possibly some trust issues because of Metroid. Which, like, how could I not? Oh, please, God. Stay there. Oh, shoot. Okay. I am down 1 energy tank. I'm going to get up there. I'm just letting you know right now, it's going to happen. I don't care if it's a skip or what. It's going to occur. I'm going to make this happen for me. And I'm also going to kill these guys because they're going to give me some health that I desperately need. Okay, 5. I'm moving. I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna do this. I'm calling it now. Can you get up there? Not yet. If I can get you trapped, that's my greatest plan. But if not, there's apparently other ways to do it. I believe in the process. Okay. It didn't really... He didn't go up as high as I had hoped he would. Unfortunately. I need him to go a little bit higher than that. Incredible. I think we got there. I think he's up there. Come on. Form a block. There we go. We've done it. We've done it! Now, just very carefully give this guy a shoot. That was too high. I need a platform. Do I have to shoot him to unfreeze him? I think... No, he'll unfreeze on his own. Okay. Careful. Careful. Don't go too far! Oh, he didn't freeze! Why didn't he freeze? Why didn't he freeze? Come on over here. Come on over here. Hell yeah! We've performed the skip! Which is good, because I didn't want to have to come back here. I did not want to have to come back here, and now we don't. Please give me health. Please. My family is dying. Or don't. Don't give me anything. That's fine. Oh, God. Nope. You die. You be dead. Please. Where are you? Turn around! Turn this car around! Cool. Nothing. Do you have health? There's a little health. Jesus. Okay, we've done it. This has been a whole thing. We got the various suit, which I'm told reduces the damage you take by half. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're done. We're done in the rocky part of Brinstar. Neat. Yeah, if you would have had to wait on the boots and come all the way back here for this, that would have been a lot. The way we've done it, we can elevator And I think never come back. I love that. Thanks for watching. See you next time for more Steven Plays Metroid for the First Time. Whew. Man. I'm gonna be honest. I have no regrets about using the player's guide. At all. Like, not even a little bit. None. There's no part of me that's like, it would have been neat to draw out a map and just find things. Nope. Nope. The minute that they were like, you just need to bomb the bridge and fall into the fake lava, I was like, I'm out. Glad I have the guide. I'm very interested in exploring Metroid's origins from the perspective of a game evolution standpoint, because it's fascinating. And Metroid is clearly very good. Like, it's very, very good for being almost 40 years old. That being said, there's some parts that are real obtuse and would take just forever to figure out. And I have things to do. So yeah, cool. What time is it? 4:30? I have time for one more if you do, Chaz. I know we're past time. I got started a little late. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let me move this ahead. I thought he would be ready to pill, and he's not yet, so I'll move that ahead one more hour. Big stretch. Oh. Chef Samus and her assistant. It's wonderful. That's so good. Good job, Becca. Such a big rolling pin. Like that the Metroids have the little... The Metroids are helping. Little tiny assistant. For those asking about Kep, he did leave Mal's office, and he got halfway down the hall, and then he was like... So he's coming out of it. Slowly but surely. He's getting there. Okay. Dang, man. What a video game. So I remember what we have to do. We have to go to Shaft 2 Bottom. Shaft 2 Bottom was where Elevator is. And we don't have to ever come back here. So this really was the right thing to do. I don't regret trying to figure this thing out. We're on to the next bit. And the rest of the game's maps fit on this. This is the rest of the maps for the entire game. 2 pages. Alright. Well. Let's start her up, I guess. The other thing is, like, I might have Dan cut to where we get to the elevator, because I don't know that we need to watch all of that. But you do. You have to see it. But no one else does. Okay. Alright. Sure. Hello everyone and welcome to more Steven Plays Metroid for the First Time. On the last episode we got the Varia suit, which is great. And now it's time to Elevator. And you don't need to watch me get to the elevator, because it's going to be a long, arduous journey. Let's go! So Dan will either cut this out completely or, like, oh shoot, or speed it up or something. Because I am going to have to get some, like, life on the way. Oh, Jesus. Missiles are fine. That was good. That was very good. I'm pissed he only gave me 5. I don't think that was very fair. Ow, 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 ow. Ah. Shh. Those guys are hard. They should give you more than 5. Because the green ones give you 20 and they're easier. That's bewildering to me. Why would those... Whatever. Okay, let's... Alright, where am I? Oh yeah, I'm up in the middle of nowhere. Okay. So I need to go left to get to shaft 2. It's random? Is it? Okay. It has felt... It has felt very much like the... Oh my god. It just shoved me into that, man. It has felt very much like, Oh, cool, health. Oh no. Kill him. Yeah, it's felt very much like the green ones are giving me 20, and the red ones are giving me 5, but I guess... I guess it's anecdotal. Ow. Alright, we are... Just a little extra health. Cool, alright. We have this extra energy tank. I would like to, like, fill it. Alright. Too many enemies on screen. Game is angry. Okay, so we are going... We're in shaft 2, so we need to go to the very bottom of shaft 2. Ow. Very bottom. Very, very bottom. Okay. Now we have to get all the way to the right. It is nice that we're only taking 50% damage, though. Like, for the longest time, it felt like the only way you could gain health is if you were just super, super careful not to get hit at all. And now it feels like, I can take some hits. Oh, God. Ow. Like, it's not necessarily the end of the world. Whew. Let's just keep moving. Oh no, he got too low. Bomb him, I guess. If the enemy's too low... Oh crap, bomb. Okay, once energy. Grab and then run. Oh shoot, it's this. It's this nonsense where there's too many enemies on screen. Okay. As far as I'm aware, this should be elevator. It's elevator time. Okay. All right. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. So where is this? This is this Torian? I'm not sure where this connects to. It's actually not clear where this connects to. I think Torian. Norfair? What? What? Oh my god. Then... I have no idea where I am. I have no idea. Let's make a save state. But also, let me quickly... Where are we? This is... Oh, I see. Okay. No, we're in Norfair. All right. There's a lot on this page. I see where we are now. I see where we are. Okay. Cool. Looks like there's a second ice beam? What? There's a lot happening. There's so much happening that I almost think I don't know what to do. I think I should just, like, go in a direction? Probably? Because this is a lot. This is a whole lot. There's a lot happening here. I'm not sure exactly where to go. Okay. So we're in Norfair. And I don't really know where to go, so I'm just going to pick a direction. And that might be bad. I don't know. We've got new enemies that take lots of hits. What is this? A button? This, I don't know what that is. Oh, they make lava. Cool. This looks like it could be something cool. Whew. Hey, it's missiles. All right, cool. I haven't been using missiles because missiles have felt, like, scarce. But now that I have 15, I maybe should just shoot things with missiles sometimes. Oh god, oh god. Jump, jump, buddy. What is this? Something's here. A not-so-secret secret wall. Ouch, 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 ouch. Let's just keep it moving. Oh, actually, hold on, hold on. There's a strategy here. Freeze, missile. 1 missile instead of 400 bullets? Oh, this is gonna be something. Okay, This is a little difficult. What I need to do is get... Yeah. No, wait, I need to go one more. Shoot. Because I need to freeze it. Oh, dang it. Oh, no. Well, I'm down here now. Okay. Is this anything? Since there's stuff everywhere? And you never know where you're gonna, like, find things? Alright, I think I can at least go into this door if the blocks respawn. There we go. Let's go in here. This is not where I just was? It just feels the same? It definitely feels similar. Is this... Chess, you do have a map next to you. I know, you're right. You're right. This is not the same place. Okay. I do think at this point I am gonna just have to have the map in front of me because, like, there's a lot. But yeah, this looks identical. Oh my god. Okay, double missiles. So now I have a lot of missiles. I'm not sure what's up with these critters. Okay. Neat. I think I know where I am? I'm pretty sure I know where I am. Maybe? Oh, I don't. I have no idea. I went left. I got missile. I went in here. I'm looking at the map and I don't understand. I think I'm right here. But there's no indication. There's no indication I can go this way, which is kind of a problem, because I may not be able to travel this direction. And if I can't go this way, that's not a huge problem, maybe? I might be able to come back a different way? Maybe. It kind of looks like, and this might be crazy, it kind of looks like there might be something under me. But that's not right. No. I don't trust that. I think if I went into the lava, it would hurt. Survey says yes. Okay. So we're... I think it was the reason we came this way was solely to get the missiles. That makes sense to me. So now we're going to go back. I think that's the reason that we were here. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, Christ. Wait, hold on. Hold on. This is not where I... God, this is confusing. This would be confusing without a guide, but even with the guide, I feel like I am having a hard time figuring out... Okay. That's not cool. I was really hoping I would make that jump. Now I can do it. There we go. Okay. I can stand on this ball. I can stand on the ball. There is nothing secret here. Okay. Son of a gun. Alright. Okay. Oh my God. Falling is the worst thing. Be very careful. That's gonna undo. Oh, you can pop the bubbles. Do the bubbles come back? Yes, they have to. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to get where you need to go. Oh my God. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm going to climb this shaft. Alright, I've made it to the door. I made it to the door. Oh Lord. I just now need to get back to where I was. So let's roll. I need health. But I have missiles, so that's good. That's good. Having the missiles is good. You stay there, and then you die. Health? Okay. Little by little, we learn to survive in Norfair. Ow. Or we get shot. One of the two. God, I'm so glad that we have the various suit. Alright, so that was left. What if we went right? Right cannot be as bad as left was. We did get 2 missile tanks, so it's not like it was worthless. So I'm gonna just take a peek here. Alright, this is a pretty straight shot, and there's a bunch of stuff like once we get through this room and up. So I just need to get through the room, go up, and then we'll find things. Health? Yeah. Big guys give health. That's interesting. There's definitely what looks to be stuff up there. I don't know exactly what... Oh! Little, like, nematode or something down there. I don't know if I can... They look like they can't be killed because they look like they're made of electricity. But they can probably be killed. Oh. They can. Alright. Alright. Okay. So from here, the guide points out that there's just kind of like stuff around up. And I'm like, that seems fine. Let's explore up. Let's find out what the meaning of up is. Tiny jump. Alright. This door? Let's go in this door. We're slowly discovering... Oh, hi. Can I just do this? Yeah. Woo! That made me feel smart. Oh god, Birdo. Please get out of the lava. Okay. Alright, we did it. Oh! Oh, what the crap is this? Oh, I think this is the other ice beam. I don't know what it means. Is it just stronger? I guess it's just stronger now. All right. I'm gonna go in tube. Oh wait, I can't even get to tube. Oh, I can get to tube. Finally, a rewarding tube. After all this time, every tube has been a lie. Oh god. Oh my god. Evil balls. Shoot. When in doubt, you shoot it with a missile. I'm gonna keep moving. Oh good, another shaft. Oh no. I trapped that guy. Poor little thing. Jump, jump. Ow, shark. Freeze. Stay over there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now we're in business. Give block. Yes! Perfect. This looks very similar to what the left side of the map was. And on the left side of the map, there wasn't anything over there. And on the right side of the map, there's nothing over here either. Goodbye. Oh my god. Oh wait, hold on. The strategy. I forgot the strategy already. Freeze. And then shoot. And then get health. Oh god. Shoot. Get missile. Freeze. Shoot. We are developing a strategy. And this takes me somewhere else. Okay. There's something up here. Hey, it's more missiles! Cool, that puts... It's we're at 25? I think? I'm pretty sure we're at 25. Oh god. Health? Yeah! 5 is... I feel like I'm... double missile. Okay. I kind of feel like I'm getting to the point in the game where I need to be shooting most things with missiles. Because that's how you kill them. There we go. Oh, he didn't have anything for me. Alright, so where the crap are we? feel like I saw something fly off to the right. Is this... Are we somewhere? I don't think so. I think I need to get down somehow. There's probably something I can bomb. Bomb? Bomb? Because otherwise this room is like a dead end, and that doesn't make sense. Oh no. Maybe there's not anything to bomb here. There it is. God, it's hard to find these things sometimes. It's like, ah, the one tile you didn't. And just to double check, there's nothing up there? There's nothing up there. No reason to go up. Oh, God. Oh, okay, I can't. And then just to double check, this... I know we haven't been in here. This is different than the door we went in, I think. Everything looks the same, but I'm pretty sure this is a different door. You have health? You don't have any health. Hey! It's more missiles! Okay. I'm feeling pretty... I would like more energy tanks, right? That's the thing that would, like, really make me happy. But, I'm not gonna complain. Is there anything else in this room? Oh, God. There's another missile tank? Okay, so they put 4 missile tanks all in the same area. Like, by coming up here, we increased our missile capacity by 20. That's wild. That's crazy. Is there... Oh, shoot. There's another missile... Okay, I can't get that. 25 missiles? This was the missile zone. This was just where all the missiles are. That's weird. Huh. This one tile blows up, but nothing else. And then you're in the floor. Bizarre. Also on the map, there's nothing over there. Huh. Alright. Cool. Now we go back. I haven't played... So the one game that I've played the entirety of is Fusion. And I haven't played Fusion since it came out. Fusion and Prime came out one day apart. And I bought them at like the same time. So at launch, I bought both of them. So it was really a Metroid time for me, right? Because I was playing Prime at home and Fusion when I was, like, away. And, oh God. Oh, I'm falling a lot. How many doors did I fall down? I think this is where I came in here. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Yeah, Fusion and Prime came out in 2002. Which... Yeah, that's... wow, that's a long time ago. The slow realization of like, Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. Oh my God. Oh, okay, okay. Y'all gotta chill. Give me this. Careful. Give me more of these. Careful. Ow. Oh, Lord. So that's how many missiles I can carry now? 40? Oh, God. Nope, nope, no you don't. This thing skithers. Looking for health, actually. If you got the health. Oh my god. Got him! There's a little bit of brute force happening here, but to an extent, it also kind of feels a little like that. That's part of it. Because maneuvering around everything is very difficult. Okay. There we go. Alright. I'm so close to getting somewhere. And this, I guess, is the thing I was trying to get to. I think this is maybe the other side of where I was? Probably? I'm not entirely sure. That was close. About the time I'm like, I did it! Do you have health? You do have low health. Alright, you need to... Oh, I can't unfreeze. I need you to go over there. Thanks. Oh god, no. Oh no. Not this again. Bomb jump. Bomb. Shoot. Ah! Ah! Okay, I do have to do this. This is a bad position for that enemy, too, because I can't jump out. Bomb, stand. Bomb, stand. Bomb, stand. Jump! There we go. I understand it conceptually, but it's still hard to pull off. Some over here? No. Okay. Well, not getting that. More missiles. Okay, so we're at like 45 or 50 missiles. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, we went from, like, I have a few missiles to I have all of the missiles now. And that's a little scary. Oh, are we... Sorry. Yes. Okay. Alright. I think... So I'm looking at the map because I'm like, I need to be able to go this way. But no. I believe what happened is that the shaft on the far right where I was, my suspicion, based on what this map looks like, and also the fact that there's literally nowhere else to go, is that the floor is bombable. I think. So I'm just gonna head back over there right quick, because I have a feeling that that's what's going on. Can I have the energy? It would be real cool if I could fill up the second tank that has been chilling around for a while. That would be real neat. I would say something like cool or great. Do you have health? You have missile, which I guess is relevant again because there's 100 of them. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, where are you going? Where are you... Health. Not a lot, but it's something. Ow. Stay over there. Where did I come from? What? Where? Hold on. Where? Stop. How did I get into this room? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Metroid is it's challenging, but we're, you know, we've only died one time. Oh god! Ah, my bomb! Ah! Ah! I'm a victim of my own hubris. No, make a platform, make a platform, make it, freeze him! Freeze the, there we go. Oh god. Oh, he didn't freeze. I need, this is, let's, this direction? Yep. Whoop! Okay. Oh god, these fellas. Okay. You give me this. You die. Lots of health, keep running. Sometimes we run away from our problems! Ah! Oh, shoot! That's a lot of health. So it's fine. It all worked out in the end. Ow. I'm roughly back to where I was moments before. You don't have any health for me. You sell only lies. Oh god. I can't, like, get into Morph Ball fast enough. Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Woo, woo, woo! So my suspicion is that this floor is bombable somewhere. How'd I know? Because the floor up there was bombable. As far as I know, everything that we've seen up to this point in Norfair is like, that's all one section of Norfair. Which is good, because that means we don't need to go back. Cool. That's it for today! We're making progress, right? Like, I'm a little freaked out that they're giving us so many missiles, because that's... I mean, it's helpful because I'm using them to quickly kill enemies, because bang, 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 bang takes too long. But it also makes me worry that there's, like, some really hard stuff coming up, which I'm sure there is. But we finished all of Brinstar Rocky Zone. We finished the first part of Norfair, and which is about half. We finished about half of Norfair. So yeah, this is going well. I'm starting to be a little less freaked out about this. I think we're gonna do okay. But also, I have no regrets about having access to this. None at all. Thanks for watching. See you next time for more Steven Plays Metroid. Cool. We need to make a save state. Hard stuff in an NES game, late game? Maybe. Probably not. Okay. Alright. That was, I mean, like, I knew it was going to be difficult, and then I had also read some things from people that were like, this is, like, hard. But I feel like a lot of the difficulties, would be if you didn't have a map. If you didn't have a map, this would be so... It would be... There would be parts of this that would feel very much like a slog. Especially due to the fact that some of it's very, like, pretty well hidden. Yeah. Yeah, that's... But based on what I've seen, I actually don't think we've missed anything. I'm pretty sure. Remember pre-Longbeam? Those were dark times. Those were very, very dark times. Corsillian says, if others play this, do you highly recommend a map? I mean, yeah, like... For most people who were interested in playing Metroid, if someone's like, I have a passing interest in playing the beginning of the Metroid series, yes. Yeah. Or play Zero Mission. Like Haley says, I'm pretty sure this game had a remake. Yes, Zero Mission. It's all of the quality of life upgrades. So if you want to just experience like the story of Metroid, you should play Zero Mission. The reason I'm playing Metroid 1 is because I very deliberately want to see the evolution of the mechanics of the series. Which is why I'm like diving into the 40-year-old game. I don't regret it, and it's getting easier as we, accumulate more energy and more missiles. So, yeah. But for most people, yeah. Oh, you should have a map. You should definitely have a map, because the game's hard enough as is if you weren't getting everything you could find. So you're probably going to get everything you can find. Like, there's a lot. I'm looking at the map, and there's a lot of energy tanks coming up. And that's good, because I want to live. I want to live. Jacebook says, so you're choosing to cover more than one Metroid game? It's highly possible, because I know that Metroid's short. Most of the games are pretty short, and I really want to get to Super Metroid. That's kind of like a goal. And I might play Metroid 2, but we're going to see. We need to get through Metroid first, and then we'll see how I feel, basically. Because Metroid 2 is also available on NSO, and it's a big deal because of what it meant for the Game Boy. But I also know that it's a Game Boy game. So... yeah. Julio says, Super Metroid's awesome. It took me 40 hours first playthrough to learn. I have the Super Metroid Player's Guide. just so you know. Although at least in Super Metroid you can pause the game and it shows things, so that's huge. Not being able to remember what you're doing is one of the reasons this is so hard. We had 5 months from TD Blitz Ace, as well as 2 months from Dead Espeon. Thank you. Okay. So next week, it might be a little too early to say, but we might beat the game next week. We really might. There's not a lot. And we have our bearings. We have a lot of stuff. I think we might beat the game next week. There's really not that much. Probably. I'm not too worried about it. That'll be like Wednesday. Probably next week Wednesday, yeah. Oh, definitely next week Wednesday. Definitely Wednesday. Alright. Cool. Let me see if anyone is on the internet. It's possible, but probably not. They're not. It's 5 o'clock. They're not awake yet. Thank you all for being here. Chaz, tell me I'm wrong. Thanks y'all for being here. Tomorrow morning, breakfast stream, which is exciting. I need to send a message. Bro. Send in a message. Sorry, there's things I'm trying to remember. This will go up on the VOD channel, like immediately. So if there's a part you missed, and you want to see it, it'll be up immediately. But this is also going to be cut up and put onto Steven Plays. I don't think it's going to come out until like mid-May, but that's fine. And slowly but surely, I'm working my way through the Metroid series. I got to tell you though, having finished this first session of it, I'm really glad I'm playing the NES version. I really am. It's a little rough around the edges, right, because of its age. But if you if you start with it, you're really going to be able to see how things progressed, and I think that's cool. I think it would have been a little weird to play Zero Mission first and then wind up playing Super Metroid, because it is like however many years younger, 15 years older or whatever. So I've enjoyed my time with this so far. Yeah. Okay. That's it. See you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern for breakfast stream, and of course Friday evening, 7:40 p.m. Eastern for the continuation of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, a game that I believe that we'll beat someday. I don't know when, but I believe in my heart we'll do it.